Hello loves, welcome back to the Fully Me channel. My name is Jazelle and I am thrilled that you are here with me today. I'm sitting outside, it's a little loud, so I have my headphones on. The sun is shining, so if I'm squinting, I'm winking at you. But today I wanted to share something with you. I said that I would give you two things. I would give you one of my favorite books lately, and then I would tell you something that you may not know about me. So I'll start with that one, okay? What you may not know about me is that I grew up without a television until I was in high school, I think. So I didn't have a television for as long as I can remember, all the way up through high school. And it was for religious reasons. And there were many times where I was frustrated with it, and anytime I would go over to like a family member's house or to go see a friend and they had a television, you better believe I was sitting in front of it trying to take in all that I could of this special and rare treat. However, the positive thing out of that is it really fostered and encouraged a love of reading in me. Because I had nothing else. But also because it was my window to the world, as they say. It was a doorway into different places in the world, different people, different lifestyle, the stories and the characters and where they went and the adventures they took. I even read a lot of scary books. Goosebumps. Are you familiar with Goosebumps? I read a lot of Goosebumps in school. Why do they have that for kids? But anyway, I came across this book here. And I never heard of it before. And I was like, okay, the 4 Agreements. I don't know what the 4 Agreements is. A Toltec wisdom book. I don't really know what that is, but it says a practical guide, excuse me, to personal freedom. So I was like, okay, I'll try it out. It looks good. It's not big, right? It's not big. And this is by Miguel Ruiz. And I was like, okay, I've never heard of him before. I know Deepak Chopra. I hope I'm saying that right. And Wayne Dyer is on the back. I love Wayne Dyer, so maybe this will be a really good one too. So I got it. Y'all, this book has been so good to me and for me, and I didn't even know it. There are times when we are looking for things, we're looking for stuff, we're looking for an answer, and we're like searching hard and feel like there's nobody around. I'm hearing the same things. I feel stuck. I don't know who I can reach out to. I can't do therapy at this time. What options do I have? But when you are ready, it will come. There's a saying, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And at first it was like, oh, it's just a saying, but it's true. It's true. You just have to pay attention. Listen. Listen. You have to listen. Quiet down for a second and listen. Because it's true. Because this is how this book came to me. And this book has blown my mind. So I'm not going to give all the details because I want you to read it. But I will give you snippets from my own personal experience and just what I've kind of gained. I have lined up this book, right? I got multiple color ink in here. You see all my tabs. Some of them fell out. Some other stuff fell out earlier when I started recording. But I keep this book in my purse, and I carry it around with me right now because there are times when I need reminders. So the 4 agreements are: be impeccable with your word. Let me make sure that I'm saying this correctly because I don't want to mess it up. So be impeccable with your word. Don't take anything personally. Don't make assumptions, and always do your best. And they seem so simple, right? Like, okay, be impeccable with your word. But no, it's talking about be careful with what you say and how you use your words. I even tell my children, you have life and death in your tongue. So the way you're talking to your sibling right now, or the way that you're talking to yourself, you're either building yourself up or you're tearing yourself down. Mommy needs this reminder. I need this reminder quite often. Be impeccable with your word because our words help us to create. I love how in here he referenced how it's a gift that we have from God, how God created with his words, and we have this same gift of creation within our tongue. So be careful. Be impeccable with it, right? It's not about being perfect. If you say something about yourself and you're like, oh crap, I said that, stop, pause, start again. Easier said than done, but it's still a lesson that is worth practicing. Don't take anything personal. Y'all. This one right here. Don't take anything personally. That one can be a little rough sometimes, because when people say stuff about you, you're like, how dare you? Or when they do things to you, you're like, how dare you? But what's being taught or shared in this book is that more often than not, what's being said to you is more about the person who's saying it than it is about you. However, if you accept what they are saying as truth, then you are coming into alignment. You are coming into agreement with what is being said. And if what is being said is not life producing, but it is death producing, then you are taking on that death within you. You're taking on those negative words within you. And I'm practicing what I preach, y'all. But I recognize areas where I am still growing and getting stronger and not taking something personally. That's one of the areas. The third one is don't make assumptions. And this is another one that I'm actively walking out and remembering intentionally. Not making assumptions is, don't just assume that somebody is thinking something or saying something or feels a certain way about you. Ask them. I love how he just broke it down and it was all up in my reel with this one, where he said, a lot of times we make assumptions because we're too afraid to ask. We're too afraid to ask the question. We're too afraid to just ask, okay, is this true? Do you really feel this way about me? Do I really come off like this to you? Do you really not like me? Do you really not want to be a part of whatever this is? Or whatever it could be, right? We're afraid of asking those questions. Do I really feel this way about myself? Do I really not trust and believe my own word? Jeez. Don't make assumptions. We get into more trouble making assumptions than just asking. And what takes us down the path of making assumptions is fear, because we don't really want to know. Get out of that. Just ask. Be free. Be free. And then whatever the answer is, that is the truth. Let us lean more into accepting the truth, going for the truth, even if it's painful, because it's still truth. Rather than, let me just assume and make up this story in my own mind and then believe it, the story that I made up, and now I'm going to put that on you, even though it's the story that I made up in my own mind and I'm believing. Don't make assumptions, y'all. Jazelle, don't make assumptions. And the fourth agreement is always do your best. There are other chapters in here that lead you down the path of these agreements, helping you to see them for what they are, where they can be stemmed from, where they can come from, and how you can begin to unwound yourself to get into a place of disagreement with those things that have come into your life and that you've accepted. And always do your best is that. Just always do your best. And the freedom and the permission that is given is that your best is different on every day, because your energy is different on every day. You may not have eaten anything today, so your best is going to be different because your energy is low. You may just be hangry, okay? Or you got a lot of sleep and the sun is out and it's a nice warm day and you look fine. Your best is going to be different because you have a different energy around it. You think about yourself differently. You feel about yourself differently. So it's going to be different. This book right here, My Written Mentor. I want to share my written mentor with you. You don't have a mentor right now? I want to share this one with you. And it came to me because I was ready. I was ready to hear it. I was ready to begin the process of working and stretching and breaking things off within myself, old habits, and I'm still doing it. I am not where I was, and I'm not where I will be, but man, the growth that has happened within me has been very eye-opening and energizing to keep going forward. So I am trusting that you clicked on this video because you are ready. You're ready for this book. So do it. You can do it. It won't always be easy, but it will be good and fruit producing and growth and development that is waiting for you will greet you at the door. So this is the book, The 4 Agreements. Great book by Miguel Ruiz, and I just encourage you to go out and get it. Library, bookstore, audio, paperback, get it. And until next time, if you know someone who will really benefit from this video, share it or listen to it again and again and again for yourself. Either way, be encouraged, know that you are loved. Remember to subscribe, click on the link so that you can, or the bell so that you can get any updates that I have going on. Leave a comment. I love to chat with you. Bye.